hope lives here. Spirit 94.3.
Hey, buddy, welcome in. What is the circus thing? Come one, come all. To the greatest show on
big or tall.
to the greatest show on earth. Welcome in. One day, Billy, greatest show on earth. Right now, greatest show.
This is the best show that this church has going on this morning right now.
I'll tell you, this is the best show within 50 feet of where we're sitting. I'm telling you, man. I mean,
I'm willing to say 65.
Oh, easy now. Slow down there,
I'm
cowboy.
going to get us all the way to the door.
Watch out now. My dad used to say, watch-a-lay.
Watch-a-lay, watch-a-lay. I do that. That must be a dad thing. Oh, yeah. Watch-a-lay, watch-a-lay.
Man, you and my dad had this connection. Y'all don't even know, man.
Well, it comes in the standard issue dad package.
That's a SID.
You know, like whenever you pick up your kid at the hospital, and they give you like the little, not the birth certificate, but like the little, like the send home stuff with the feet print or whatever. It's in the bottom of the box. This is what you have to say now. You have to say like, watch your lay and, stuff like that.
There was a road called High Meadow in Waco or Austin or something. High Meadow. My dad, he made up his own word. It was called High Miedo. And so he made a Spanish word out of it, and that's what he started calling his friends. He called them High Miedos. And they liked it. I mean, it was cool.
And I think that's why I mispronounce so much stuff, because my dad did, and that's how I learned it. And I didn't know that it wasn't right or he was making fun of me. just rode with it,
Nowadays, Billy, that's wrong. And you go, Dad. Why did this happen to me? Well, hey, welcome in, everybody.
Of all the little kids you could have picked on, you found your own son.
Poor Billy Cawthon, man. Well, hey, we want to welcome you in 7:45 as we get rolling here on a faithful Friday. Awesome show lined up today. Our friend Ray Burgess will be joining us shortly. Very involved, an alumni with Sam Houston State University. Also, head coach Phil Longo, the football coach. We're always thankful for Coach Longo. It'll be his third time on the show, and man, I tell you, I'd love to have him on every week if we could. He's always got a lot of great things to talk about, some events happening. And so make sure you stay locked in. We're going to try to keep those interviews on the radio as well. But we are here underwriting support for this program, made possible in part by Elliott's Jewelers, online by appointment. You can go to the website. It's elliotsjewelers.com. Also, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, serving this area since 2003. Their website, shmfh.com. And as always, on a Friday, Billy Cawthon here in Huntsville, Hornet Green. Come on, man.
Every Friday.
Every Friday. Looks good on you.
It does.
Jason was wearing black yesterday, and somebody told me a long time ago that black slims you up. And I told Jason, I said, that shirt's looking pretty good on you. Have you lost a little bit of weight? He said, no, it's just black shirt. And
I wore a black shirt yesterday, and nobody commented about my losing weight.
So my conversation today, where I want to steer this for a moment, and the audience can chime in on this, is what color does the opposite? And I don't know what that color is.
I got it.
You do? Which one?
Red.
Red does?
When I wear red, I look like the Kool-Aid man.
Do you walk around doing the Russell Humphrey?
Oh, yeah.
I do that when I wake up in the morning and when I get out of the car.
I'm trying to bust through walls, find children in need of a sugary drink. Oh, yeah.
And they don't even do the Kool-Aid points anymore. You know that all that's gone. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Marlboro Miles.
My great uncle used to drink the fire out of Kool-Aid, but they were VIPs. They could afford the tub of it. We didn't have that luxury. We had the packets. Oh, we had the packets. We had the pack. We couldn't afford the tub.
Back in the day, I was chasing after those big red points.
Yeah,
because you could get like a jukebox and a jacket, and
like soda Big Red.
Yeah.
They had them.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. You'd die of diabetes before you got anything.
Wilford Brimley shows up at your door.
Well, yeah, back in the day, this was probably back in, I don't know, 2010.
Yeah.
So, that's been a couple minutes.
That's crazy. 16 years ago.
Yeah. But you would go online, you would take your drink, and each drink had like a code or something, and you would go on, you had to set up an account with them. And you would enter in the code off of each drink. Well, that's back when I was hanging garage doors every day. So I'd have a floorboard full of Big Reds and Payday wrappers. And I had to clean my truck out to go in there and enter them in. But I mean, finally, I determined that you'd have to drink one of those things every 10 minutes for the rest of your life to get anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just stupid, you know?
Well, it's like going to the pizza places that have the game rooms in the back for the kids, and they have the Nintendo Wii, right? I remember when the Nintendo Wii was back there, but it was like 50,000 tickets or whatever, and I did the math on that, and I mean, it would have cost you about $4 or $5 grand just to get enough tickets to get.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know it. And
So you come out of there with your spider ring.
oh yeah, and that's what I loved getting, man. And they kicked me off of a machine. I think it was, you remember like Dave and Buster's, one of those type of places. They actually kicked me off of one of the machines because I was hitting it every time on the jackpot, and it was the one. It's a circle that you sit at, kind of like a table, or you stand at it, and it's got the light that goes around in a circle, and you have to stop it right when it gets under that little arch. And if you can hit it under the arch, then you win the jackpot. But every time you hit it, it always go one over or one before. It was like it was systematically programmed, and I don't know what happened there. It wasn't broken, but Billy, that day, my brain was just locked into that thing, and after 3 or 4 times, I started thinking, if I do it right then at that split, I figured it out. I don't know how I did it, because you've been with me for 3 years on this show. You know my brain don't work like that. Well, that
You were
day,
having like a Rain Man moment.
oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, at that moment, I knew, and I was counting. There was a cycle to it that I found out, and it was like every 8 times it went around, it would slow down just for a bit, and you had to hit it on that 8th time. I don't know how I figured it out, but I did, and man, I hit probably like 13 jackpots in a row. And those jackpots were about 2,000 tickets instead of your standard 50 or 60 tickets. I was hitting people started lining up behind me. It's kind of like the movie The Hangover, when he's starting to sling, when he's getting hot at poker, when they're trying to get all that money back, or blackjack. You got all the crowd behind you at the table. I mean, there was like 10 kids behind me. Yeah.
Hey, look at this man.
And,
Well, I noticed something.
I got kicked out of it, though.
You know what? All like the claw machines. Everybody wants the whatever's in the claw machine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what all those have in common?
Mm-mm.
Every one of them has a mirror,
Hmm.
and it's always directly behind the joystick.
Is it warped? So
No, but the whole back wall of that thing is a mirror.
Yeah.
That way, it actually throws off your depth perception.
And they do that on purpose.
They do that on purpose.
Golly.
So what I do now, like when the kids want something out of it, I actually hold the joystick in one hand and walk around the corner of the machine to where I'm not looking in the mirror.
And you pretty good success rate?
Yep.
My dad grew up I grew up with my dad at the VF.
Oh, the VF.
The VF.
The
okay?
VF. There's no W. We're just
There ain't no
the
W.
VF.
The VF. All right. And that's where I learned to play dominoes. That's where I learned to eat Red Baron pizza. It's where I learned to maybe take a sip of something I shouldn't have. But I'm just saying, when you're at the VF.
Warm Dr. Pepper is what he's referring to.
spicy-
Warm Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, spicy Dr. Pepper. But here's the deal. They brought in, now you're going to know immediately where I'm going with this as soon as I say it. Back then at the VFW, they were allowed to smoke in there. Okay? They were allowed to smoke, and more power to them. Those guys earned everything. They fought for our country. If they want to have a cigarette, let them have a cigarette, whatever. And so my dad would go in there, and he used to smoke. So I'd go in there and sit with him, and by the time I'd walk out, I'd take my fingers and it'd just roll off of me.
Yeah, scraping nicotine off.
Yeah, scraping the nicotine off. But somebody had the bright idea of, you know what, we already have a couple little games back here. Why don't we put a stuffed animal machine back here in the back of this place? Now, you can only imagine those stuffed animal machines are not airtight.
Oh, God, I bet those things stunk.
Yes. And my dad would always bring us home stuffed animals. Now, I would later find out that my dad wasn't good at the machine. He just had the key to the machine. So Dad would bring us home from time to time stuffed animals. And I finally did ask him. I said, Dad, are you really good at this thing? And he said, well, son, I got special access to the device. And so Dad would bring home these stuffed animals. Well, Mom would, as soon as they came in the house, my dad was not allowed to smoke in the house. My mom said, you can never smoke in that. So he'd always smoke on the front porch. Mm-hmm. So we weren't, and I'm not hating on if this is you, I'm sorry you grew up in it. But luckily, we were not the kids that showed up to school with the stinky backpacks. You know what I'm saying? From the smoke in the house. And so my dad, he loved my mother, respected her, all that. But though he brought one of those things in the first time, my mom said, "Get that thing out of here." And she goes, "I know exactly where you got that from." She goes, "You got it from the VFW." And she goes, "And I know that y'all smoke in there, and I can smell it in my house." And she wasn't right. And she even tried to wash, and you cannot wash a stuffed animal. We learned that quick. There's no way you're washing all that stuff out of there. And so we had 3 or 4 of them. Dad, we had to get rid of them all because they stunk so bad. And I think those stuffed animals have emphysema now.
Yeah. COPD.
Yeah, something.
They got their oxygen tank walking around.
Well, Billy, we're going to take a break here in a moment. Our guests are here with us. But what's going on in your world, man? I know next week, not going to be here. Some time to get away, man. Tell us what's going on in the Cawthon family world, man. That's what we all need. Just nothing.
We're having a staycation.
Yeah. Does mom put you to does the mom put you to work during this
God
day?
Almighty, yeah. She called and got on to me yesterday. I wasn't even home.
Can we please have a? You don't want to do this, but with every fiber in me, I want to have a Mama Cawthon segment here on the show. You know this will be good, Billy. 50 years from now, you can go back and be like, God, man, that was some good
Hey,
stuff.
remember the time your mom come on the show and she pointed out everything that was wrong with everything and demanded that you fix it immediately?
That's next week.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure out how to pay her for that. So,
Yeah, Drill Sergeant Cawthon.
Hey, a couple of things real quick. Today, National Mac and Cheese Day. My son and daughter last night, we devoured some mac and cheese. Always a go-to in the world of small children. Cheap, affordable. Mac and Cheese Day.
We ate it growing up, and I, used to that was dinner. When my dad, of course, I didn't realize it at the time. He was a remodeler, home builder, construction type guy. Worked for himself. And there's some nights, weeks at a time, where that's all we had for dinner was macaroni and cheese.
That it was a Kraft brand?
It was Kraft,
Okay.
yeah.
See, if you're going to get it, you got to get the
I don't
Kraft.
think store brands are really prevalent back then. It was, whoever the manufacturer of it was. But that's what, even if it wasn't, I guess I couldn't tell the difference. So I could be lying there. But, there'd be a week or so at a time where that's every meal was macaroni and cheese. And, of course, I loved it. So, to me, it was great. As I got older, I realized the reason we were eating it is because we didn't have money for anything else.
That's the reason we still eat it, man.
You invest $1, you're feeding a family of 4.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if Chick-fil-A has something going on today, and we'll break here in just a couple of minutes because today's Cow Appreciation Day. Yeah. Now, I received some information yesterday that there is a Chick-fil-A in another area that serves burgers, and I have never heard of this before.
Lily said something about that.
Yeah, and that just takes away the whole marketing idea for Chick-fil-A. So, anyways, Cow Appreciation Day. I know they're all happy. Also, who comes up with this? National Tape Measure Day today. So, Billy,
If I'd have known, I'd have brought mine in with
pull out
me.
your tape measure, man.
It's in the car.
Well, hey, 7:56 is our time. We're going to take a break. Coach Longo and our guests join us here in just a few moments. And let us know that you're out there. We're going to keep it right here on the radio. Many of you are already chiming in, and we'd love to hear from you. And I'll tell you one last thing. Man, I'm missing Josh Mashi. That kid's become like part of the family over here, and I feel like we've lost our family member.
Yeah, I keep looking over there like to see him back there, and he's just, the chair's empty.
It's sad.
Yeah.
So I want to put out something. Josh told me that he needs about $1,000 a month, and so he has an opportunity on the horizon for a young man. That's good money. He's in college and he's trying to pay things and do things.
I'm looking for an extra $1,000 a month.
Yeah. So if anybody out there just feels the tug in your heart this morning to underwrite this program for that amount, we'll be more than happy to make sure that Josh doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. And we'll send him to your house once a week to do chores or something.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd do that too.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, let's take a break. 7:57 our time. We'll be back in a moment. This is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville as we rock and roll here on a Faithful Friday. Underwriting support brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We'll be back here in a moment. All right, everybody, welcome back as we continue on here. Good morning, Huntsville. As always, underwriting support for this program made possible in part by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They're online at shmfh.com. None other than the Billy Cawthon joining us today, as always, on a Faithful Friday. And, you know, Billy, it's always cool. I don't have the cameras up yet, but it's always cool when we get to have guests here on the show. And we do quite a bit, but it's always a special honor when we got folks from Sam Houston here with us. I know Billy and I talk a lot about the Huntsville Hornets, but we also talk about the college, and it's going to be a fun day, man.
Yep.
So we're looking forward to it, and we'll bring him on in 3, 2, 1. Well, the back of you guys for now, but when Coach starts talking, we'll have the front, Coach Longo, and none other than our friend Ray Burgess joining us. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Welcome back, guys. I guess, you know, we paid y'all enough last time to get y'all to come back this time. So, Coach, we appreciate that.
Appreciate that.
I'm just glad the check cleared.
Yeah, we're thankful, Coach. Thank you, Coach, for not, calling and letting us know it went through. No, we're just kidding. Well, it's always fun this time of the year because we know we're about to get geared up. Football's right around the horizon. I think 45 minus days, somewhere in that neck of the woods, and a lot of momentum behind the Sam Houston program. Coach, your third time on the show, so as always, want to welcome you back. Ray's been on once before. The auction getting ready to go. We're going to talk about that in a moment. But Coach, I'll start with you. Just how have things been over these past few months? A lot going on with the program. You guys have been busy.
Well, it's a lot different than it was a year ago at this time, and so we went through a little bit of a hurricane, a whirlwind last year, and dealt with a lot of disadvantages, but. And I tell our players that did not return this year, that graduated and exhausted their eligibility and they're done. But I've called every single one of them, and I thanked them about a month ago for laying the blueprint and setting the foundation last year and going through that hurricane, as I keep calling it, so that we could enjoy some of the luxuries of normality this year, and so the schedule and football, we always say let's keep the main thing, and that's ball. And we weren't able to do that last spring because of all the things that needed to get done. Those players laid this foundation, and so this year recruiting was finished on January 23rd, different than June 23rd of last year. Spring ball went very well, and we had 92 players here for this spring ball, which is the most I've had in my 38-year career.
Yeah, wow. It's just it's incredible to see the momentum, behind this program. Billy, you grew up here. I mean, Sam Houston's a huge part of this community. Mm-hmm. We have seen it over the years, and I feel like that there's just something good in the air. Not that there hasn't been before. Ray's been here, and an alumni with with Sam Houston as well. But Coach, I give you credit. I know you're a very humble man, but I want to pause and give you credit because you don't just talk the talk, you walk the walk. And when you came to this community, you came back. You were here before, but coming back as the head coach, one thing I've always appreciated about you, Coach Longo, is just your friendship and just your willingness and desire to reach out and connect with people. And I know I've asked you this before, but from your perspective, those connections that you're making, maybe just talk a little bit about how important that is from your role, because a lot of coaches don't do that, and I'm not putting them down, especially at the Division I FBS level. But, man, you are connecting with people, and I know that's something that brings you immense joy too.
Well, I don't know that I'm sitting here doing what I've dreamed about doing my entire life with, a champ for a wife and four really good kids. And I have the friends and the family network around that. I don't know that I have that if we didn't spend a lifetime of building relationships. I also know this place, meaning the university and the town of Huntsville and the surrounding people and everybody that we met was an atmosphere of we just constantly felt embraced all the time, and it's one of the places that we've lived along all these stops that we've had that we felt like family all the time. We felt at home all the time, and we really were counting the days to coming back here, and we thought that might be just for retirement, but the cards fell the way they did, and it gave us an opportunity to come back here, and so I get to coach the game that I love at a place that I loved coaching in the past, around all of our friends and family, and it's so relationships are going to continue to be, at the focal point of this program and the town and the university.
Well, Ray is with us as well, and Ray, an alumni with Sam Houston. From your perspective, what's it been like? These past couple of years, a lot of great things happening, and just wanted to give you an opportunity to chime in before we talk about some of the upcoming events. I know it's been important to you as well, my friend.
Yeah, Coach was obviously my choice, and I wanted him to come back. I got to meet him in 16 or 17, whatever those years were, when he's back here with Jeremiah Briscoe, and I knew he's a great offensive coach, and he just met people. He never met a stranger. So every time I ask him, Coach, can you go talk to these people? He goes and does it. I mean, he's not afraid to go to HEB or someplace or Elliot's Jewelers and talk to somebody if you ask him to do it. So he's been responsive to me. We talk maybe every day, every other day. So I'm tied. I'm his biggest supporter. So he does what he has to do, and I don't know if a head coach does what he does as far as I hope his coaches are coaching, because he's out hustling, out making friends and making supporters for Sam Houston. And of course, money is a big obstacle, and that's what we're fighting, and he does his part.
Well, it is great to see all the things that are happening. And one thing, Coach, I know that you're really looking forward to, Sam Houston finally getting to play on their true home field this season. The stadium is almost complete. Beautiful, by the way. I was so thankful to Joe Reed for giving me an opportunity to head over there, and we took a tour of the facility a few months ago. It was still in the middle of construction, but I know that last time you were on, we were talking about that about to get underway. Well, now it's almost complete, and I know that the guys are looking forward to that. So maybe just your thoughts on how that process has been and what that's going to do for the program this year. Obviously, getting to play on a true home field back here in Huntsville is going to be great.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I have been thinking about making a play call on this field since I drove back from the New Orleans Bowl, over a year and a half ago. And, so we've been here, 17, 18 months now, and I have yet to call a single play on our home field. It's been a little bizarre, but it's for a good reason. We have this new renovation, which is a huge sign of the type of commitment that we have on campus, particularly by Dr. White and our athletic director, Bobby Williams. And so that is the ribbon cutting for the stadium is July 30th. And then we will report to camp, the staff will, on August 2nd, and the players report August 4th, and then very different from last year where we started camp on July 22nd. And so our opening game will be away at Troy, Alabama on the 5th, and then we'll be back for the home opener here in this new stadium on September 12th.
Well, there's a lot of opportunities, and we want to connect with the fan base this morning. For anyone that's out there watching or listening, many Bearcat alumni watch this program, fans of the program, new fans, new people coming in all the time. There's opportunities, and I'm going to tell you as a fan, I don't want to say this like in a negative way, because it's not. It's a positive thing. Here at this university, fans can get close to the program. Some fans and some programs, there's a distance, there's a separation between them. But at Sam Houston, especially under Coach Longo's leadership, there's an opportunity for fans to get close to this program, to feel like they're part of a family. That's the best way that I can describe it, just for me being on the outside looking in. And Ray, let us know what's happening August 1st, and of course, Coach will chime in as well. But here's an opportunity right here on August 1st for the fan base to get involved.
I want to respond to your first comment. Coach invites people to practices. I mean, he wants them to see the players. He wants them to go up and say hi to them, and the players see that. They love the support, and I don't know what coaches do that, but if you want to go to practice, let him know. He'll take you. So, and by the way, thank you, Rob, for you and your bride are going to attend the auction. It's August 1st. It's coming up quickly. It's on a Saturday night at the fairgrounds. Mm-hmm. Doors open at 5:30. We still have opportunities for tables. We have a $7,500 table. That's the big boys. We got a $3,000 table and a $1,500 table. We're trying to sell as many tables as we can. We do have individual sales for $150 a person. Big steak dinner from Murphy's, Carrie Murray's cooking, and it's going to be a nice event. We got Willie Fritz and Ron Randall, and we're kind of honoring them. Coach will speak, and he always fires everybody up, so we'll hopefully make some money in the auction. We're counting on it because it's NIL. You don't want to get started with me on that, and Coach can talk to you about it, but we got to have money, and it's just the way the program works. So thank you for going to attend to the auction. And we talked last night. I mean, he's trying to get tables sold, and he's out like a salesman helping us. So we'll see what happens, but we're hoping to have 300-400 people there and to fairgrounds, and we're looking forward to it.
It was fun. We got to go last year. to the auction. And Billy, this was neat for me. You know, of course, working with Greg, he's an auctioneer, and I got to coach. I finally got to be, and Billy, this was great. I finally got to be one of those. What do you call them? The
Spotter.
The spotter. Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. My brain's. I got to be the spotter, so I got to hold up the paper and go, hip.
There's nothing I hate more than being a spotter. And I've told Greg that. I have removed myself from spotting duties.
You have to be very open with people if you're a spotter, and it puts you in a different comfort zone, that you're a discomfort zone that I'm not used to. But it's fun because you also have to help the auctioneer. You have to tell them. Yeah. You have to tell the people, come on, give a little bit more, come on.
Well, but it's you just fun. Volunteer. You're in. You're the spotter.
Yeah, see,
you're there.
Should have kept my
mouth
quiet.
We got you. No, you're there.
Have fun, sucker.
Well, Coach, this auction is such an important thing. You know, it does help to raise funds for NIL, and we saw so many generous donors last year as well. Just wanted to ask you, you know, what do you enjoy most? Last year, this was neat. We got to see some of the new uniforms that were revealed there, and all sorts of things. So, just what are you expecting on August the 1st? I know it's going to be a good time.
You know, I think it'll be a good turnout. Last year was unique in that I had to do a presentation last year that was a little bit to educate everybody because of the changing world that is college football, particularly at the FBS level. And so these auctions have become important for numerous reasons. They've always been important for raising money, but you know, now it's the finances, as Ray said, it's a huge need. It's the number one thing that we need. You hate to make money the most important thing, but the item that impacts the product we put on the field is the talent, and the talent is brought in based on finances. And you saw that in 3 different programs this year: Texas Tech, Vanderbilt, Indiana, not mainstays in the top 15 across the world of college football over the last 50, 60 years, but all 3 of them finish in the top 15, and Indiana wins the national championship, goes 16-0 because of finances. And it's not to take away from the work ethic and the production of the players by any stretch, and it certainly is no disrespect to the staffs. They did a phenomenal job. But that's kind of the prerequisite now. So the auction is important. It also is important because we invited Coach Randleman and Coach Fritz because they've been integral parts of this program. Coach Randleman brought me 2001 and 2004 VHS tapes of all of his games.
Oh, that's awesome.
The other day, and he does not understand how much I appreciate that. And then Willie spoke to our 30-some-odd student-athletes on the football roster on Wednesday as a part of our Cat to Cat program for all of our players that are looking to pursue coaching after their football career. So both have been very involved in the program, and both are, staples, and it is my hope to fill their shoes in this head coaching position as best I can.
I think it's great. You mentioned, Ron Randleman. I see Coach. I call him Coach. Even Bobby Williams, I call him Coach. There's just, for me, I don't know, Billy and I always talk a lot about our dads and our families. And my dad always said, call someone by their official title unless they tell you otherwise. And Bobby's never told me one way or the other, but I always say Coach Williams, because to me, just if I say Bobby, for me and the respect for my dad, I feel disrespectful. I know he wouldn't care either way, but I see Coach Randleman almost every morning when I take the children. I drop them off at school, and he's out there walking the dogs, and I make it a point that I roll down the windows, and my children in their little car seats always say, "Good morning, Coach Randleman," and it's just a respect thing, and it's so great, Coach, to see folks that were connected to the university still connected and still giving back. Especially, Ray, having Willie Fritz is going to be great. I think that's going to be exciting, and a lot of alumni, of course, respect him as well, and the great work that he's done. So that's going to be huge for the auction this year.
He's bringing. He bought a table, and he's bringing 7 or 8 players. Brian Bell, our quarterback, and he's bringing. I don't know if Sincere's coming, but they're a lot of the players he had, because they still go to the U of H games or wherever they can go see them. And now he gets to come back here, and that'll build that. And those guys will buy tables next year. And so he's helped supporting us, and I appreciate it. We asked him, and he didn't question it. He said, "I'll be there." So he's going to come, and I'm going to try to get him to spend some of his money, that U of H money. We'll take it.
One of the cool things last year at the auction, and I was a spotter last year as well, But it was neat because there was a table we were sitting at, and it was with a few of the old cats.
Yeah, the old cats.
Those guys, Coach Longo, are fun to hang out with. I mean, they were reliving stories and made me feel like I was in their shoes back in the day. That group is such a great group that comes as well. What has the response been? You know, Coach, when you've reached out to these guys, I remember when I first met you, you said that you'd got on the phone and made, you know, at that point, I know you've made a lot more than this, but 1,500 plus phone calls. What's it like when someone on the other end answers the phone and you say, "This is Coach Phil Longo, head football coach of Sam Houston"? What's the response been?
Well, we called probably about 150. I individually texted about 1,000 of them, and I hand wrote about 300 and something. And I just felt like I'm not trying to set any records. I just wanted to. Sometimes at the FCS level, you don't have the manpower or the finances to maintain contact, individual contact, the way you might want to. You know, when I was in North Carolina, we had so much manpower. It was so easy to keep in touch with everybody, and we ran all kinds of events, and, you know, so you had the interaction. And, you know, at a smaller school, it doesn't necessarily happen that way. But it doesn't keep you from being able to put the legwork in and put some time aside every day. So in the morning I got up, I either made a call, I wrote a letter, or I texted 100 people. And I just wanted everybody to understand how excited I am to be back here. And then two, I really want everybody to know that they are very welcome in our building and at practice and at the games. You know, we kick media out at halftime of the practice. We kick the scouts out at halftime of the practices. And, you know, we've got a job to do, but players are the greatest asset in the program, and that doesn't necessarily mean just the current players. And we have so many people that have created this tradition of winning here over the years for some of the coaches that we've been talking about, and I want them to feel like they're a part of this program. And so that's just philosophically the way we want to do it, and it'll be that way as long as I'm here.
Well, you guys do run a tight ship, I know, with the openness to the community, but there is the time for business, and you guys do a lot of that and take care of it. I've seen it firsthand, and it reminds me back when I was at another school calling, you know, with broadcasting for a team, you get a little bit of inside access once you build the trust with the coaching staff, and they'll tell you things that they don't want out there in the media. Not that it's bad things, but, hey, we're not going to play this guy this week, or we're going to play – like we knew during the Battle of the Piney Woods, Coach Keeler had told us, he said – Eric's not going to play in this game, but we're going to put him out there and warm up to try to throw him off. Well, it worked for a little bit. And so I remember when I was up north as the media, you know, we were in on a few things, but there was only one time, Coach, that this was a basketball season. Coach Richmond said, "Rob, you know I love you, man, but you're going to have to step off the bus for this one." And I could feel the glass vibrating on that bus when I walked out, and then I got back on, and it was a whole different attitude on that bus, man. But there is a time for business. You guys are doing that, and we want people to come August the 1st. This is part of the business of Sam Houston, and the athletic department is reaching out to the community, getting donors August the 1st. Ray, where can they purchase those tickets? Can they go online? Where does that take place?
They can go online with our website, the Sam Houston website. There's a QR code that you can plug in and pay. Call me, call Joe Reed at the university, whatever you need to do. We'll come to you. Call Coach Longo. He'll talk to you. Any way to get sales going, we'd really appreciate it. But, we're in the home stretch, so we got to make it happen.
We are showing some of the graphics. Coach Longo, thank you for texting me some of this last night. We showed those on the screen, and we'll put together an article for you guys here in the next couple of days, and we'll put the links on our website at hellohuntsvilletx.com. For anybody out there this morning that's listening, you'll be able to go and purchase those tickets there. Coach, another event that I wanted to highlight, I didn't realize y'all were having this, and you had sent me this as well. This is a good one that's coming up also on August the 22nd, Hills and Huddles.
Yeah.
Tell us about this one.
So it is. We did it once when we were here before, and I've done it at numerous places. And it is just an opportunity to engage with the female population that also exists in our fan base, right? So we have reached out to moms and sisters and girlfriends and all that that are tied to our players. We have reached out to all of the Huntsville business owners that are females and everybody downtown on that end of it that have supported us over the years. And the wives of all our coaches are coming. They're looking forward to meeting those people. And, you know, it's 80 to 120 females, and we have a little fun, and we'll introduce some football to them. And we have some things in store for them, and I think it's a 3-hour deal over in our complex, and they'll also have an opportunity to meet some of our players and our entire staff.
Awesome. I saw when we mentioned that Kayla's in the background back there, she started smiling when we mentioned the Hills and Huddles. So.
Hills and Huddles is her creation, and I think it's outstanding.
Yeah, we'll have to have her come back on sometime and talk about that on her own. That would be great. So, opportunities, Billy, across the board. It sounds like. I mean, for everybody, any Bearcat fan to get involved.
Yeah, absolutely.
So a lot going on, and we want to continue to promote the good at the university. And Coach, maybe just one other question. Not reaching out for like a coach speak type answer, because this question is pretty generic and pretty vague, but the season right around the corner, what are you looking forward to the most? I know we talked about, of course, playing on the home field, but what else are you seeing this season that you're really pumped about?
We're excited. It's a new team every year. Conversely, I'll tell you, last year we inherited a freshman class of 9 people, and 4 of them are still with us. So it wasn't a group that we were entrenched with, that we knew the folks and we had the time to recruit them. They still were our players, and the 4 that are with us are going to be fantastic ball players here. We also had to recruit 58 people to replace the 58 that were in the portal prior to me even being hired here. So it was fun to win the New Orleans Bowl, and then I drive home from Louisiana, and we sit down and look at the roster, and there's 47 people. And then we've got to go fill the rest of that roster with no money. And when I say no money, it's not that nobody got involved in helping us, because Ray Burgess and Randy Stewart and so many others got involved with supporting our program, and they are the ones that got us through last year. This year, it's been a monumental difference. Our recruiting class in the Conference USA last year was 12 out of 12. This year it was second.
Awesome.
Our freshman recruiting class of 18 people this year, by 3 different venues, is ranked as the number 1 recruiting class in the history of the school. So those are 2 different factions that have been greatly upgraded. And then the last faction is your returning players. We had 40-something guys on the roster that were left, right? And they worked their tails off for us. This year, the 47, 48 that are coming back, were all invited to come back. They were all supported to come back, and they are going to be the nucleus of our team. And so each population, each aspect of the 3 different populations that make up our roster have been vastly improved. And then lastly, and I'd be remiss if I didn't say this, we're only one of 9 staffs, as I'm told, that has retained every single coach.
Wow.
With the exception of 1. And that one changeover was our offensive line coach. So we brought in Jack Bicknell Jr., who is now our O-line coach. He's been with me at Ole Miss, at Wisconsin, at North Carolina. This is our 4th stop together. Coach for the Dolphins, the Redskins, the Steelers, won a Super Bowl at the Giants. So we're blessed to have him as the new addition to the staff, and it lends a lot of stability to the program when you have guys committed and then that stick. And I think they all want to enjoy this year after putting in the time and the effort that they did last year.
Yeah, man, I love hearing that again. I keep circling back to talking about the momentum, because there is quite a bit of it around this program this season. We want the fan base to come out, be engaged. And I always say this, Ray, Coach, and Billy, we are blessed to live here in Huntsville, Texas, and have a Division I FBS program right in our backyard. I don't ever want people to take that for granted. There's a lot of communities that are much larger, obviously, than Huntsville, that don't have any college program in their backyard. We have it here. We can support them. The hometown spirit for the high school has always been great, and the spirit for Huntsville across, not just high school, but college as well. Don't take that for granted. Ray, people need to come August the 1st. It's one way to get connected. Just some final thoughts from you before we go, my friend.
Well, Coach is going to talk to us, and he'll get them fired up, so I'm not worried about that part. I want all the people out there to know that Rob Hipp will be a spotter officially today, and so you can look forward to meeting him.
Does Ray ever voluntold? That's our joke here in Huntsville, is you're voluntold. So it sounds like
best
you
in the
are.
business,
You're
yes.
voluntold, and Greg Smith will do a great job in the auction. We got Ryan Humphrey's going to be our MC.
Oh, okay. He's got a baby on the way too.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I found out he lives in Sulphur Springs. I thought he lived around here.
Yeah.
But we made him the MC.
Awesome.
But Coach is ready. We're ready. And I just want to say one more thing. You talked about the old Cats. He invited the old Cats to his home for a dinner, and got a barbecue or something. But we get guys from Edna came up and old players. No coach would do that. So that's what he does. He keeps everybody. That's why he's getting the old cats involved. They bought 2 tables, and so a shout out for the old cats. But coach took care of them. Isn't that something?
It'd be funny to get Ryan to start a group called the Young Cats, and then there
He needs to. He needs to.
We could use that group as well.
He and Jeremiah together.
Wouldn't they
could
be
do
the
it.
kittens? Or
Yeah,
Anyway, that's fine. That's fine.
Well, Coach, before we wrap up, maybe just some final thoughts if there was anything that we missed. I know we've covered a lot today, but just any final thoughts from you. Always appreciate your time. I know you're a very busy man, but it's always such an honor to have you here with us, Coach.
Honestly, I was just sitting here listening to the 3 of you talk, and I am just very appreciative of the people in this community because they are supportive of our players. They are supportive of my staff and our families, and our main goal is to win football games for them, so they have something to be proud of here, and we're very integrated with the town right now. Todd Mabus, the head coach at Huntsville High School, I mean, he was just on our campus the same day that Willie Fritz spoke, and he came and spoke to our players also as part of the seminar that we put on. So we are involved with, we're going to head over and have breakfast after this at Cafe Texan, which is owned by Vance Howard, who has also been a tremendous supporter of our program. So it's nice to be able to walk through town and know everybody and support them, and they're supporting you. And you don't do anything for people to expect something back, but that's just how it is here. Mm-hmm. And so I couldn't pick a better place for me and my family, and I'm extremely appreciative of the people I'm around on a daily basis.
You bet. Well, Coach, we appreciate you, and just as a friend, I mean, there's nothing more genuine than Coach Longo at this level, and we so appreciate him. Ray, you as well, man. You've been a great friend, and I'm glad that you and I have stayed in contact, and anything that we can do, Billy and I, we have underwriting support from folks like Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home and these organizations. They want to help promote the good happening in our community. So anything that we can do, please let us know, and we'll always be here to support you guys and eat 'em up cats. That's what we're about. So
Thank you.
awesome.
Rob, thanks for the invite. I appreciate it.
You bet. Well, we'll take a quick break, and more to come as Billy and I will keep you entertained here on the show as we continue celebrating and promoting the good happening right here in Huntsville. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. For those of you on Spirit 94.3, we're going to go back to music and programming, but we'll keep the show on social media at Hello Huntsville. We'll be back in a moment.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church, Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
This harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church, Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
This harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
Are you ready for a better way to bank? Join Walker County Federal Credit Union today. As a member, you'll enjoy low-cost loans, no annual fees, and easy online access. We're not just a credit union, we're a community dedicated to your financial success. Experience friendly service tailored for just you. Why wait? Join us online at walkercountyfcu.com or drop by our location at 1802 Normal Park Drive, Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense. Friend Rob Hipp here. I want to take a moment and brag on my friends at Elliott's Jewelers. If you're celebrating a milestone anniversary, they have a beautiful 14-karat yellow gold past, present, and future diamond ring that really tells the story right. There's 3 natural diamonds. They represent where you've been, where you are, and what's still ahead together. And that's what I love about Elliott's. They're not just helping you to buy jewelry, they're helping you mark an important moment in your life and help to make memories. And if maybe that specific ring, it's not the one for you, well, they have a large selection to help you find something that fits your story. Hey, go to their website. You can set up a private appointment online. It's elliotsjewelers.com. Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
All right, everybody, welcome back as we continue on here on this faithful, almost said thankful, faithful Friday, Billy.
It is what you make it.
It is. I just thought of a movie. Now, I can't repeat it, but it's there's a guy from Waterboy that says something. That
Yeah.
you know what? You what? You know what I'm talking.
Hey, man, that's what you're into.
You know exactly what I'm talking. See, this is what I love about Billy, man. It's good when you have a good friend that can pick up what you're putting down. Because otherwise you feel like an idiot. You like, what are you talking? There's some people that I try to say something to and they look at me like, oh, and they do that. This kind of like, but it's because they don't get it. But Billy gets it, man. So.
I get everything.
Well, it was good having Coach Longo and Ray Burgess on the program. We've had them on before, and again, we'll have that information up on our website a little bit later on today. Man, I got a busy day, dude. I've got to get everything in order, and then I told Bridget we don't have to leave until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, but I want to have everything loaded in the vehicle today. Whenever y'all travel, when you get a chance to get away, Billy, outside of the area, does it ever feel like a race to you at the last moment, or are you the kind of guy that really wants to have everything loaded and set to go the day before?
Jacqueline takes care of everything.
She handles all that.
Handles it.
Yeah, see? I'll just there's a lot to now look, I'm gonna get in trouble, man.
I'm getting a car and we're driving. Hey, did you do this? Yes. Did you? Yes. Okay. And we're off like a herd of turtles.
I may have just got in a corner I can't get out of.
Change the subject.
Yeah, my wife does a lot though. She really does. But that's one area that I help out with a lot is like the organization of trips. But I've been the one stressed out over this whole trip that we're going on. We're going to be gone next week. Josh is going to do the show. I know you won't be here next Friday because you're going to be out. But entertain me on this for a minute. We're going to this place in Mexico. Why can't I pay for my room in advance? They said that you have to pay when you get there. The thing that makes me nervous and anxious, and not hating on any local place because, you know, I bank at the credit union. They do a great job. I support them. They're awesome. But I was told that my card may not work over there. Well, that's the only card I got. And I'm not taking cash. But I can't prepay the room. So I'm trying to figure out what do I do when I get, and I can't get a hold of anybody that can tell me one way or the other of what to do. This is why you should have domestic travel, not international travel.
No, man, you need traveler's checks. Don't leave home without them.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Yeah. What is that, Western Union or something? I don't even know how that works.
Yeah, who was the traveler's checks?
I think it was Western Union or American Express, maybe one of those.
American Express. I think it was American Express.
But I'll be honest. I told you earlier before the show, like it's nothing like I'm not going to get into details, but I've had something going on, And I think maybe it's because the
Did you eat that lettuce?
yeah, it's the anxiety of figuring out how am I going to pay. Like I have the money. I've set aside the money. How am I going to pay for this if my card doesn't work when I'm in Mexico?
Mexico.
So I don't know, man. Have you guys ever like traveled outside of the U.S.? Have you ever done that?
We've been all the way down to Conroe before.
I've only, cruises are easy. Cruises you get, and I know you guys cruise. You've been on several cruises. Cruises are easy. You get on a cruise. You don't even have to have do you have to have a passport now to cruise or not? Or just
I think just your birth certificate and driver's license.
And see, how does that work? How can you go on an excursion? How can you go to these other countries without a passport when you're on a cruise? I don't understand that. But you can, and that's not stressful because everything works. But I don't know. This whole situation has just got me. Maybe somebody can provide some sort of insight to me, Billy, because I have no idea what to do, man.
I can't help you in this one.
I'll say this. I'm ready for. I need to be positive about this vacation. I haven't been positive about it at all, man. Oh,
I can't think of a single vacation I've been on where I wasn't stressed out up until that point.
well, see, here's the deal. What's the point of going if you're going to be stressed out leading up to it? I thought that like a vacation, you're supposed to look forward to it. And for me, I'm looking forward to when we get back. So
You just achieved true manhood. Are you worried about your grass while you're gone?
You know what? I literally have thought about the grass, and you know what the other thought is? What if it's not even freezing outside, but what if my pipes?
You can go ahead and wrap them pipes before you leave.
But I'm sitting here thinking, do I go shut the water off at the main just in case?
Probably wouldn't hurt.
Because you hear these horror stories of stuff, messing up or whatever, man. So I don't know, Billy. I'm just trying to be a little more positive about this whole trip, but it has. Yeah, it's been a stressful one, and I'm glad that the day is finally here tomorrow, and next year we're gonna get an RV. Then we can
Staycation.
Yeah, no joke, man. Well, hey, just a couple of last things. I wanted to read this real quick. Today, apparently, Billy, is also National Lottery Day. I don't know if you knew this. National Lottery Day today.
So I should buy a ticket.
You should buy a ticket. Today may be your day. It is also, I don't know where this comes from. Today is National Yellow Pig Day.
Why?
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either.
National Yellow Pig Day. I'm good with this one. National Peach Ice Cream Day. I'm a peach ice cream type guy.
Okay, yeah, I could.
You could throw some peach.
Yeah, if it's good, yeah.
Those are the days that it is today. Luke Bryan, big 50 today, by the way. Everyone really is.
Oh, is he?
50 years old already. Yeah. Billy, I wanted to bring up something else that you're really into. AI.
Oh, yeah, my favorite.
AI.
And they're griping about it.
AI companion bots. This is a growing segment of the AI landscape in China, have now become part of the lives of many people there in that country. Problems are beginning to surface, though, so much that China has now rolled out a set of regulations aimed at curbing emotional dependency on AI-powered companion bots. I have had, like, not an emotional conversation with AI, but I have asked it things, and I said, what would you recommend, and what do you think about this? And I've gotten feedback that has helped me in some cases, but too many people are depending on this stuff now.
So this is like your real imaginary friend.
Yeah, that talks back to you. Oh, luckily it's I don't know, man. It's something that has ever done this. One last thing here today, Billy. Today's impossible question. All right. Your geography, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Where are you at, man?
0.5.
Okay. 7 U.S. states have this in common. 7 United States have this in common. I didn't know this. I only thought there was like 4. But there's 7.
They're not landlocked?
Yeah. They border Kentucky. 7 states border Kentucky, if you can believe that. So there you go. That is your that's your whole thing. John, do you know a John Bolander? First time I've ever seen this comment. John Bolander. You recognize that name? John, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, man. Glad to have you here.
He said for cruises, if it starts and ends in the United States, you can generally just use your birth certificate, which we have, or government ID. Here's the kicker. If something happens and you have to fly home from a foreign country, you will have to have a passport before you can fly home. So they will let you on. But this just happened to a friend of mine. He had a cardiac situation on a cruise and had to be medevaced, is that the word? He had to be medevaced out of the country to a hospital there to get treatment, and everything ended up being okay. But I'm assuming that he had his passport or whatever. So
Let's hope so.
yeah. Well, Billy, I know you got a lot going on today, man. Just plug us real quick on, I know a lot going on at the funeral home too. Y'all don't have any services today, but how can folks get in touch with you guys? I know y'all continue to do great work here in the community, man.
Oh, man, we're available 24 hours a day via the old school telephone, 936-291-7300. Our website, if you want to go on and get further information, or maybe you start some pre-planning on your own without having me staring at you. It's shmfh.com, which is real clever. It's the initials of the funeral home. S is in Sam, H is in Houston, M is in Memorial, F is in Funeral, H is in Home.com. I say that about 125 times a day.
You've got it down.
Yeah.
Shaking your head.
S is in Sam, H is in Houston, M is in Memorial, F is in Funeral, H is in Home.com. Because my personal email address is Billy at S is in Sam, H is in Houston, M is in Memorial, F is in Funeral, H is in Home.com.
When I say my last name, Hip, does it sound like something else?
Well, sounds like a hip.
Every blessed place I go, every place, can I get your name, please? And I'll say, Rob. If they ask for the last name, I'll say Rob Hip. And they'll say, Hit? No, Hip. And so this is mine, just like you do with that. Mine every day is P as in Paul.
I got you, brother. Hi, I'm Billy from the funeral home. What's your last name? Coffin? Coffin? Oh, my God, your last name's Coffin? That is so ironic. No, it's Coffin. C is in Charlie, A is in Adam, U is in Union, T is in Tom, H is in Henry, E is in Edward, N is in Nancy. Now, tell me how many times a day I say that one.
Yeah, no joke.
And every time, T is in Tom. So, is C-A-U-P-H? No, T, P, T, P, T. Tom. If you ever met a Tom that has a P in their name.
That almost sounds like a new song.
I wish Greg would fully go through with the adoption papers so I could be a Smith. And then I'm sure I'd have to fight with people on that. Schmidt? No, Smith. These are the conversations me and him have in a car going places.
Wait, did you say Sniff?
Yeah. Rob Sniff.
Billy Sniff, are you here? Oh, man. Well, looking forward to a good day, buddy. Hey, I'm glad y'all get a little time off this upcoming week. So turn the phone off, man. Just turn that.
Well, I'll be working for Jacqueline this upcoming week. So
that's another job. It's a good job, though.
Oh
It's
yeah.
a good job.
I hope she doesn't hit me with the whip again or the chain, or make me stay outside all day.
Yeah. Poor. Hey, if you see Billy
I think
out there,
she's got a lot of projects planned. I got like 1.5. So we're going to have a standoff, I'm sure.
if you see Billy outside and bring him a nice cold cup of lemonade, all right?
Something.
Help this man out.
And if I give y'all the universal sign, need help.
Come grab and get him out of there. Hey,
If I blink twice, I need help.
one last thing. I always enjoy just catching up. We'll wrap up here in about 2 minutes, but man, I always.
Because I'm looking at Facebook Marketplace here. I got to find me a truck because I don't need it.
I wanted to ask. I always enjoy just hearing about your family, but especially James, man. What's he been up to? I know Crabs Prairie. There's a lot of great things going on, but give us an update on how he's doing, man. I know he's having fun at the fire academy or at the fire station now.
Yeah,
learning a lot, man.
Oh yeah, he graduated the academy and he's been really, I think he's been a great help out at Crabs Prairie. I mean, he's really learning a lot. They have a duty crew out there now from 7 in the morning until 7 in the evening, and he's got to work that, a lot. And most of the other guys that are working that with him are, career professional, long term, been in the service for quite some time, firefighters. Matter of fact, his chief of the training academy actually works out. So Crafts Prairie has done an awesome job of putting together some extremely talented firefighters to come and do that, because, most of us volunteers work during the day, so it's hard. And that's why it's from 7 to 7. They cover when we're at work, and then of course when we're home, we pick up the slack. But the chief out there has done an awesome job of mentoring James and pointing him in the right direction, and busting his chops at the same time, which it needs to be done. So yeah, he's learning a lot and becoming to me, I think somebody that you could really. A true asset, I guess, is what I'm getting at, So proud to see what he's becoming and the work that he's doing. And, there's other guys out there like Aaron Ford, is really, pushing him and making him do stuff. And it means the world to me, and it means a lot to him. So.
Well, it's cool. Like with you out there too, I would assume that you guys kind of get together and talk about a few things, or do y'all, or is it kind of,
they call me Paw. I'm just the old guy.
Hi, Paw.
Pretty much.
Gosh.
I love it when the younger. So what was it like when you used to be out here? Well, we didn't have this, we didn't have that, we didn't. And I had to stop myself. I'm like, shut up, man.
We had two TVs.
Have you ever met anything?
We had
one television. It was a tube television. It was in a corner, and it only picked up channel 3.
Had foil on it.
No. It was just different back then, because back then we had converted pickup trucks, and now they have true fire engines. The Crafts Prairie Fire Department by far, man, they're top notch. They're second to none, and I'll fight that with any department. We got it going on.
How did you? I know we got to get rolling here, but I just had this thought too, because maybe somebody out there's listening. Maybe here's some inspiration for somebody this morning that's been wanting to do something, and they may have thought, man, I never have a chance to do it. Here you are volunteering for the Crafts Prairie Volunteer Fire Department again. You've done it before, but how does somebody go about that? Do you show up and just say, hey, I'm interested? What does all that look like? Because I know it's a lot of work. It's not, you don't just show up and walk in the door. There's some things you've got to do.
We have drills first and third Tuesday of each month, and you can at 7:00 you can just show up to one of those. We have a website, which, excuse me for not knowing, but you just Google Crafts Prairie Volunteer Fire Department. Boop, there it is. And then, of course, you can, again, Google search. Juggle it, as me and Carrie call it. Just Juggle it.
Watch it.
Yeah, phone number. And, of course, the duty crew, they're more than happy to answer that phone and tell you. But just come on out there and get in amongst us. It's a really, really good group of diverse people, and we're serving our community, and we cover, Crafts Prairie and Pine Prairie. So we probably have the largest area in the county, and if you live or are close to that area and you have a desire to serve or want to learn or help, just come on.
What is it? As a volunteer, do they assign you shifts and those kind of things, or how does that work?
There are options to work a complete shift, which would be with the duty crew from 7 to 7. But there's several different ways that we get notified of a call. We have pagers, and then we also have an app on our cell phone. And even if you just had the app on your cell phone, when a call comes in and you're available, there's a button on there, and you just click it and you go to the station. So
that's pretty. So you could just be at home too. It's not like
you. You could be watching Days of Our Lives, man. Just feet kicked up, eating a Swanson TV dinner or whatever, and
Whataburger there.
Yeah, bell rings. Hey, me and Lily talked about that just last night, that we haven't been to Whataburger in a long time.
Tyler Fordyce and I were talking about it yesterday, and I said it's just not the same.
It's not the same.
No.
And you say that, and then last night when I was trying to go to bed, I was reading Newsbreak. It's my news app that I read at night when I'm trying to go to sleep because my mind won't freaking shut off. There was an article about Whataburger's decline, how it's just not the same. It's not the same.
No.
Yep.
I don't know if it's with them getting bought out,
That's what I'm thinking.
That's the only thing it is.
Well, and I'm so doggone mad at the one here in Huntsville that I can't see straight. So,
yeah,
because of their drive-through operations,
it just doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
You got those young kids out there playing Frogger, and why? Why do I pull up to the window and you could physically reach out the window and touch me in my car, but I'm not allowed to take the food from you. I got to wait for some pimple-faced kid to come take it from you to hand it to me, but they can't get between the window and my car, but yet you're not allowed to directly hand it to me.
Yeah, and there's a cone in front of it too.
Yeah, like that cone. Have you seen that cone with all like the tire marks and stuff on it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's going to protect one of those kids out there.
Well,
Stupid.
it's like the truck that that ran out to me from the side of the road that I ran into. I'm trying to justify this.
Well, and there's 2 lanes. Okay, there's 2 lanes, but there's, somebody's going to comment on this and rip me apart. I totally.
This is
get
why
it.
we need a background music. This is why we need Josh here for Billy's thoughts to wrap up the week.
You got 2 lanes and 2 speakers, but you only got 1 person operating the speaker, and you only got 1 kitchen. What good is that second lane? You don't get through there any quicker.
And can you pass? So that second lane, is there even more room to the right to go around it if you had to?
No.
So you're locked
No,
in?
yeah, you're locked in.
Man.
So
I can't.
if the person in front of you ordered 55 something and others, and you just get your strawberry milkshake, you're landlocked, son. You're there.
See,
you're there.
People can hate on the Golden Arches all they want, but they've got it right because they have the 2 lanes, but the lanes merge, and the outside
Kind of like the chicken fillet, huh?
Yes, and and if you needed to get out of there, there's plenty of room to get out. Sonic the same way. Sonic has. That's another one though. You have the car. Why do you have the drive-through at Sonic? Because it's a drive-in. To me, it kind of messes up the whole concept. Because the drive-through really isn't that much. I mean, it's the same as basically sitting there. Do you go through the drive-in?
No, I'm old school, and I have to level with y'all. When I go to the one on Sam Houston Avenue, I still circle around and go to the cool side because the first side is the nerd side. For those of y'all that don't know, when you first pull in, that's the nerd side. You got to circle around over by the playground because that's the cool side.
Yeah.
And that's Huntsville High School at its finest.
Yeah, that's it, man.
But no, like Whataburger, I was concerned for the kids' safety because it's crazy and it's ridiculous, and it's the slowest Whataburger I've ever been to. Honest to God, the slowest one I've ever been to. So I called their manager, and I take that back. I called the 800 number because that's what's up there on the deal, and it goes to corporate, and then corporate's like, okay, well, we'll have a manager call you. The manager calls me.
So they did call, okay.
Oh, they did. They did. And the lady pretty much chewed me out for calling with a true safety concern and told me that was a practice that was done at all Whataburgers.
Nope, it's the only one I've ever seen it here.
The only one I've ever seen.
Yeah. Because what's the point of having that drive-through window with the cone in front of it where you have to steer away from it? All I know is that the next time we're out there, I want to fire up my old Atari. I want to pop in Frogger, and that bling, bling noise, I want to record that, and I want to put it on a loudspeaker as they hop through the cars now because you said that.
Yeah, and you got these kids out there in the freezing cold or the driving rain or 250 degrees in the East Texas summer here for what?
Yeah.
So what you've done when you do that is you've taken people out of the kitchen that could be preparing your food at a quicker rate, and now you have them deliver. Put them all in that one lane and just hammer it out, man. Go over and get some people from Chick-fil-A. I know their name's Chick.
Or from Donald's Mac.
Yeah, whatever. Go over and get those people and have them show you what they do because they got it figured out.
Boy, I got to tell you,
I'm getting a message here. It's
here we
probably
go.
telling me to shut up.
Here we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, one coming in. No, I'm just kidding. Nothing coming in on mine. But it's right, man.
Oh, it's the nice guys at the firehouse.
I love it, man. Hey,
that's a good looking man right there.
You need to send that to me. We'll put it up on our social media page, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We support them because they support us.
Crabs Prairie, we appreciate.
Hey, but I'm
you.
not done griping about stuff. What else we got?
Yeah. Well,
You want to talk about the Highway 30 bridge? We got all day, don't we?
Hey, so no, here, like I said, we'll be done in 2 minutes.
Who'd you say that to?
I was the jerk this morning because I go to Veterans Memorial to drop the children off at Tomorrow's Promise. Today's swim day, by the way, so they were ready to roll.
Did you remember their swimsuits?
Oh, I did. And, man, I felt so bad, Billy. Because,
Have you done that since?
God, no. And my wife has been really good about making sure I don't forget. But, God, I felt so bad because there was a little girl in there this morning, and she had just gotten dropped off, and she was in her regular clothes. Well, they're supposed to come in their swim. And I felt so bad for that poor little angel because this other little girl was in there, and she was crying, and she says, Mommy forgot my clothes. And I felt so bad for that little thing. But apparently the mom and dad are going back to get her swimsuit. I didn't judge it, Billy, because I did the same thing.
If we need to run to Walmart and get that kid a suit.
Yeah, but here's the deal. With me, I didn't go back.
You had a dad moment. You
God,
had a dad moment.
And that, you know what my daughter told me? Now, I get a pass only because she had surgery on her ears, and it turns out that it was good she didn't because they said stay out of the water for a week. Well, she was not. She was still within the week. So really, I get a pass on this.
Well, you need to reprogram yourself to where when you tell that story, that's the reason why.
Yeah, exactly. But it wasn't just because I forgot. But she goes, Daddy, you forgot my clothes this morning. And she said, it broke my heart, man. She goes, I had to sit on the steps and watch all the other kids play in the water.
No,
and
that's BS.
And I'm sitting there.
That's BS.
No, man, and I'm crying about it. I'm sitting there. I'm crying because my daughter's sitting here crying about it.
No, there are to be options where if you don't swim, you go to movie time or something.
Don't put them on the steps to watch all the other kids.
Yeah, that's. I'm going to have me a Monday moment with somebody.
Anything else? No, so this all started from this
Activating Daddy Bear.
This all started because I came out of Veterans. I did it to Garrick. You know our buddy Garrick, one of the dumplings here on
One of the dumplings.
One of the dumplings. I did it to Garrick, and I didn't realize it. That is no longer just a right turn only when you come back down 11th or 30 to get back on the highway. That is also a straight through. You know where the gas station is right there at the corner and the Jack in the Box and all that. You know what I'm talking about. That used to be a right turn only.
Oh, yeah, that's to go straight.
Well, now you can go straight or right turn, okay? But most people get in that lane to go right. So what did I do to Garrick? There was like 3 cars in that other lane, and so I said, well, I don't want to sit there and wait on them 3. So I got in. Well, I blocked him from being able to turn right on the access road. Legally, I had the right to, but is it a good move? No, it's not a good move. If you know that somebody behind you has their blinker on, don't merge into that lane at a red light. Go ahead and just stay in the other lane so that person can turn right. So I thought about it, and Garrick was giving me a hard time. Well, this morning, Billy, same scenario. There's 3 cars in that other lane. I see that right lane is open, and I get in, but that guy already had his blinker on. And see, that's where the problem was. I felt bad. I was like, doggone. And luckily, he didn't lay on his horn and start blaring at me. And I had the legal right to do it. But I'm that guy that has my blinker on. That's like, why did you get in front of me? Does that make sense? Am I valid in saying this?
Billy James Cawthon of Huntsville, Texas, born and raised, who thinks that bridge is a total freaking nightmare. I will assure you, when I go across it, I'm in that far right-hand lane. I don't care if you're turning right, left, center, straight, back, or in reverse. I'm in that right lane, by God, because eventually I am turning right. So you can honk your horn, flip your finger. I don't care what you're doing because I'm half blind and deaf as it is. So go on and enjoy yourself.
And I wanted to say something else. This is no disrespect because
it's your show. I mean, go ahead.
No disrespect. Because I support. We have great leaders in this community, and they work hard. They truly do. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that everybody wants to complain about, but they don't realize all the things that those people actually do behind the scenes. But there is one thing. I was driving through that whole intersection. Yesterday I thought about this. I said, for new construction, that doesn't look very new. It does not look cleaned up at all.
Well, and there's no signs, no arrows, no nothing. You don't realize you're in the wrong lane until you're getting honked and flipped at.
It's not the city's fault or anything. It's probably the state because that's a state highway right there. And it's but I'm just telling you, from a person who is passionate about this community and loves this community and takes pride in this community, that when you drive through that, it looks like it was just slopped together to get the job done. Mm-hmm. The markings on the road are terrible. Someone had this bright idea of putting a piece of metal. Now, hear me out on this. If you're going down, do you call it 30 or 11th Street? I always say 11th Street.
It could go either way because to me it's Highway 30.
So on 30, let's say that you were heading out of town, back towards College Station, that way. I don't know the direction. West, east.
When you're going towards
Northeast.
College Station,
Never eat
that's
sour watermelon.
west.
West. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, never eat sour watermelon.
I'm glad to know you're a sour watermelon. I'm a shredded wheat.
Yeah. So west, if you're at that light, you're headed west. There's a problem. There is a metal strip, and I would assume that it's, when they put these bridges together, there's always a little bit of a gap, and
And people think that's where you stop.
they think that that's the line that you stop because they didn't paint the new lines bright enough, and people pull way up to that piece of metal to stop, and they're cutting people off that are turning left from the access road to go into town. There's my Rob's rant of the Friday.
Or even better, there's two lanes to turn on that bridge. There's 2 lanes to turn. There's one or the other, but once you make the turn, it's 1 lane.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you have 2 freaking turn lanes that turn into 1 lane? You could have a 1 that turns into a 2. That makes sense, people.
I don't get it.
But not a
man.
2 to a 1. I got to be careful with my numbers there because I almost stuck up the wrong finger.
I just don't get it, man. But you know what?
But I'm sure there's somebody that works for TxDOT that makes $249,000 a year. Just like, it's okay. Make sure you put your reflectors on your truck.
I'm just telling it's okay to be critical of things whenever you see them, and I'm being critical of this, and I'm not going to go back on saying it. Yes,
I'm a concerned citizen.
I'm a concerned citizen that project looks like it was, and I know there's a lot of work and a lot of engineering and whatever, but from a community person, from a concerned citizen who loves this community, it looks to me like it was just slopped together at the last minute.
It's slopped together, and you're making our beautiful town look horrible right now. I know that you have the best of intentions, and eventually it's going to look beautiful. But why don't we focus on one key area at a time? KPI, key performance indicators.
Mm-hmm.
Let's handle one thing at a time before we move on 2 miles down the road and do the same nasty stuff and then just leave it.
See, Aaron said this is what happens when the state picks the cheapest bidder for the job.
Oh, yeah, and low bidder wins.
Mm-hmm. Well, Billy, before we go, I want to turn it around with some inspiration, a little positive note for folks out there this
It's
morning.
too late. You're going to piss me off.
I want to go to a devotional, Billy.
Oh, I got your devotion. I'll take it a notion.
I'm devoted to this community.
I could fix it. Fire them all.
All right, Matthew 7:8 reads this as we wrap up today, Billy. For everyone who asks receives, and he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks it will be open. We know this, ask, seek, and knock. And the focus today is God welcomes our prayers and responds with open hands. Maybe today we need to be praying about that road. We need to be praying about
those turn lanes.
Jesus assures us that our sincere prayers never go unnoticed, and our seeking hearts are met by his faithful presence. And so the whole key to this is that God does listen and respond to you. And today, put that into action. Just take a moment today. Get away from all the noise. Get away from the frustration of the intersections and the paint lines that don't match and the lines that you're not supposed to stop at. Get away from all
the
that.
Danny dots to nowhere.
Yeah. And share your needs I'm trying to link this in somehow. Share your needs honestly with God, because he is. Maybe, you know what, Billy and I are going to rant. Maybe you need to rant. You just ran in prayer today. Say, Lord, there's a lot going on and I just need to talk to you. And that's the truth. Make your prayer that today and just ask the Lord, thank him for hearing you. And Lord, help me to trust that you are near and ready to answer when I call. Amen. So there you go. There's a little inspiration this morning, Billy.
I will assure you, while I'm on my staycation, I will not be crossing that bridge unless it is absolutely an emergency.
Yeah. That'll wrap it up, 9/12. Billy, have fun. I'm going to miss you, man. So have a good week coming up, and I'm going to miss all of you. So Josh Moshi will have it for the week, and I may hop in remotely. I talked to Josh a little bit about that. I'm going to have some of my equipment because even though it's a vacation, there's still some things that I'm going to – it gives me time to actually just do a few things that I've been wanting to do. So –
what is Rotary going to do without us being there?
I don't know.
They shouldn't even have a meeting.
No, they shouldn't. Yeah. Man, I'm going to tell you that meatloaf last week was
God,
good.
that was good.
They just like the ketchup, but it was
So we're
good.
mad about the road, but we enjoy a meatloaf. There you have it, people.
And we're mad that we don't have the meatloaf next week.
It's barbecue.
All right. Well, friends, we love you. We appreciate you. Richard and Linda joining us, saying have a great weekend, and wishing me to be safe, and wishing you, Billy, a great time off. So thank you to Linda. Hey, we're ready
That's
for
their way of telling you not to drink the water.
Yeah. Linda, we're ready for those cookies, too, in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
I do have a birthday coming up,
When is your birthday?
August 27th.
Hey, happy coming up birthday, man.
Born right here in Huntsville, Texas.
True.
And that bridge wasn't like that.
Green blood.
Green blood.
Yeah. Thank you to Coach Longo.
Ooh, what
Ray
if I do
Burgess.
bleed green? Probably get that checked.
Yeah, you need to go to the doctor. Speaking of which, HMH, our streaming provider. So go see our streaming provider, Huntsville Memorial Hospital, online. Friends, that'll wrap it up. As I end every show, reminding you this morning, we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We do need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. I promise somebody needs you. And that's why it's important to have a good friend so you can talk to them about those intersections that just really intersect with the wrong part of your
Don't
heart.
make sense.
Yeah. We'll see you guys. Have a blessed weekend, everybody. And by the way, Josh Mashi will be back on Monday, and I know he's going to do a great job.
And maybe y'all could talk him into staying for a little less money.
Maybe y'all could provide.
Pony up.
Yeah.
Pony up, my guy.
All it takes is 10 people, $100 a month.
That's nothing.
We'll
you
see.
always wanted to sponsor a kid.
Yeah, there you go. There's one right here locally. Billy, thank you, buddy. Fun discussion here to end the show today. Have a good week ahead, man.
We'll pick it up 2 weeks from now.
We'll see you, buddy. Have a good one, man.
See ya.